Welcome back, everybody, to the Lazy General's playthrough of The Slaughter, Act 1. It's episode 4, and we are hot on the trail of this murder. Now, what we need to find, currently, is something of a screwdriver-ish nature, which I am not seeing in the store. I was hoping to find it, but we may be SOL, as they say, so let's head on out. And let's look around at some more places. We haven't been to our pub. We could go check that out as long as we can resist the call of the booze. Hopefully we'll be able to. Chairs rolling all over the place. Alright, so we'll head to the pub. The Crimson King. Can we take some varnish? A little varnish left in the tin. Is there anything that we'd want to varnish? I don't think so. Let's keep looking. Man, that guy never goes home, does he? Try our cocktails. Can we go down to the basement? Alright, Members Club is closed today. Can you tell me about the Members Club? Didn't expect to see you back so soon. In fact, I'm surprised you're still alive after last night. What do you mean? Last I saw, you were lying face down in a heap of your own supper. Oh. I turned you on your side, and I suppose it worked. Well, thanks, buddy. Oh, well. Thank you. Don't worry about the sunshine. It happens to the best of it. Oh, don't worry about it, sunshine. It happened to the best of us. Blah, blah. Just take it steady next time. Yes, of course. This guy's awesome. Mr. Bartender, will you be my friend? Now, what can I get you? How did I get home? Do you have any idea how I got home last night? Can't say I do, though you've got the air of a sleepwalker about you. What makes you say that? The look on your face that says you're never quite awake. Oh, profound. Know anything about the murder the other night? Bound to pick up a few things behind the bar, and most of it is bound to be horseshit. I've had my fair share of horse manure. Haven't we all? The real skill is sifting the truths and half-truths from the pile. I hate to admit it. I've been so desperate lately, I'd be happy with a quarter truth. Don't slander yourself. It's a commendable skill, that. Truth detection, some would call it. It's something a barman prides himself on. So what's passed through your filter lately? A lot of excitement from the punters in here. They're half hoping another girl is snuffed, gives them something to chat about. Know anything of the latest girl? Well, on second thought, don't worry about it. I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. True enough, it's all in the papers, should you care to read them. Gotta find a paper! Alright, goodbye. I'll be off now. Let's get out of here. Before I get into the cocktails, I want to make sure we've resolved everything we can resolve. The papers, he says. Off we go. Only place left to really check is home, I suppose. Demon Street. Let's go home, I guess. Maybe something will happen. Alright, always gotta take off our coat as soon as we get in. Alright, so what if we open the bureau? Well, gin? Still a bit early, pile of papers. One Felicity Badwife was discovered with the implement, still bearing the demands of the remnants of Mr. Harding's innards. Is this the newspapers? The mule fixed his gaze upon the staggering scene, vowing never to speak of the atrocities to another of his kind. Let's see. Nothing of relevance here. Look how peaceful my office sounds. Still no paperwork to attend to. Stove? Oh, neither the means nor the patience to cook. book. More of a nighttime read. Screwdriver. Screwdriver? Screwdriver! I need a screwdriver. Use fireplace. Holding off on buying coal until my toes turn blue. Fair enough. Is there anything of note going on in the bathroom? Then my creepy ass landlord staring at me while I'm taking a bath. I'll head back out. Can we talk to the landlord? Mr. Colchester. Mr. Colchester! Oh, he's still not in. Alright, well that's bust. So it must be something at the mortuary that I missed. Or there's something else out here that I've missed. Let's see. Wheel, cart. Cart. Feet. Feet. I suppose that's it. I suppose that's it. Let's go back to the mortuary. Maybe I missed something there. He's still here. One of the angels appears to be playing a trumpet. The other is holding an hourglass. Interesting. Yes, your brain is swelling. It's the St. Pancras mortuary where the body is being held. Let's check out the alley again. So the answer must be somewhere. A drain pipe? I could shimmy up the drain pipe if I were a chimpanzee. Oh ho ho! Clever. What's our answer? There's a bunch of rubbish. Use a stick. Use a clamp. Clamp on this. Use a stick on this. Use soap on it. Well, this is, what's the answer? What's the play? Mortuary. Can we just go in the door? He's alright. I don't know. I'm at a bit of a loss. Okay, let's try stick and clamp. Stick and money. Money on a stick? No. No. And no. Well. We'll get there, we'll get there. The only negative review I saw for this game said that some of the puzzles were a little weird and arbitrary. Damp? Soap? Dick? Honey? What do you want? I live down there. Unless you are a vagrant, I highly doubt you reside in this alley. But I do. Can't you see a tea chest with Hubert Sykes printed on it? That's me. I'm not even going to waste my time looking. Let's try. I'm sightseeing. Alleyways and passages of London. I just need to tick this off to receive my Journeyman Sightseer badge. Really, I didn't see you at the 79 Richmond convention. Anyway, this is a grade 4 passage at best. No entry. Goodbye. Alright, let's try the shop. Pills? In? Good, because it's not for sale. Oh, well. How about sweets? Can we buy some sweets? Prefer my teeth unsullied. Come on now. Ordered goods. Sign. Reminds me of my youth spent stacking shelves at O'Malley's Wholesale Shelf Emporium. Haha. Advertising. Perhaps the most culturally sensitive of all human invention. Alright. What about... jug. I don't want one. Soap. Stick. Well, shit. I guess all that's left to do is ask about the cocktails. That's all we got left. Let's go. When you can't do anything, do the things you can, am I right? Alright, to the pub. Alright. Tell me about the cocktails. Terribly, no one's willing to give them a try. I've got 10 crates of oranges that are going on the rot. I don't think you're attracting the right clientele for cocktails. If only they'd have a sip, they'd be hooked. I'll try a cocktail. What have you got? You will? Brilliant. Today's special is the screwdriver! And not just because I have a ton of oranges to shift. Sounds good to me. It's got a literal screwdriver in it. One moment, please. Okay. What do you think? It's delicious. The finest beverage I've ever tasted. You're too kind. Spread the word. It's the decade of the cocktail. So now I have a screwdriver. Oh, boy. Alright. With this game, whoever made it, they spent a lot of time playing Sierra games. I can tell this. I can feel my brain swelling. Yes, yes, yes. You weren't such a dick. Maybe somebody would want to help you out. Alright, so into the alley. Alright, so we take the little screwdriver and unscrew it. There we go. It's no good. I can feel the screwdriver splintering under the... Oh, man, come on. Now we gotta go back and use the lacquer at the pub. Seems like with a general store, though, there would be easier ways to get a screwdriver than ordering a cocktail. But here we go. Beautiful. We're in. Excellent. Right. Oops, one of the bars came off in my hand. Plus, my little cocktail screwdriver is shredded to bits. So long, friend, you served me well. Well, I've got a bent iron bar now. Look at me. Alright. So here we are. Let's see what's up with the cadaver. I'm only looking under once I'm sure it's her. Toe tag. Toe tag. Toe tag! Alice Fairchild. Yep. Alright, so let's check it out. See what's up. I have a bad feeling about this. Ooh, you know this isn't necessary. You're only delaying the inevitable. Oh, it's her. I'll thank her later. Alice. It's a wonderful name. Alice's possessions will be enough theft for today. Property boxes. Not stealing from the dead. I need to find out which box contains Alice's possession. Desk. Couldn't tell whether they were for work or for pleasure. Don't know where his mouth has been. Oh. I'll take a cigar. There we go. Delightful. Don't want a cup of tea. Alright. Fairchild, Alice Elizabeth. Date of birth, 18th of April, 1854. Aged 26. Date and hour of death. Storage box 11. The arms were placed behind the head as if lounging. The legs were drawn up, the feet resting on the ground, and the knees turned outwards. The face was turned to the left side. The throat had been severed from ear to ear, down to the vertebrae, and the larynx removed with some precision. The shoes were removed, presumably after death, due to the pristine condition of the feet. There were no other injuries to the body except for bruising of the wrist and jaw, possibly inflicted by the pressure of the fingers. Alright, she's in box 11. Alice's possessions are in box 11. Yes, I know. A locket and a cigarette case. Right, no, we've got a cigarette case and a locket. Farewell, Alice. Her throat has been torn quite ferociously. Let's get out of here. Oh god. There we go. I need a bath. I'll give Polly the locket tomorrow. She said she's staying in her sister's flat. I don't think there's any need for me to read the address she wrote down. She can't know I've been there before. She mustn't know I've met Alice. I see no positive reaction to sharing that fact. It's pointless. Coincidental. I'll give Polly the locket tomorrow. Get the rest of my pay. A well-earned £50. Maybe I'll treat myself to a new overcoat. And he's really having trouble. A tweed one. With a leather lapel. Silk lining. Tortoiseshell buttons. I'm sorry, what were you saying? I would swim this stretch of the river as a child. With your sister? Hardly. She would sit on the riverbank, wrapped up in some droll romance. Who did she read? She wasn't reading anything, except perhaps the lips of her latest potential husband. Oh. She was always searching for a suitor. Teeming with wildlife this time of year. I think I spotted a stoat. Don't know what a stoat is. An attempt to divert the conversation away from the topic of marriage, I see. There's only enough room for one investigator in this boat. Interesting. I would kick my legs up and splash Polly, pretending it was an accident. She would be fuming. Never underestimate the wickedness of youth. Is that a skull? So you've told me before, you old curmudgeon. About that night. Sydney, are you sure we're headed in the right direction? I'm sure this was the route last time. You know best. That is a skull floating in that water. I see you're wearing the pendant. This old thing, it's nothing special. Tell me, why were you not wearing it when we met? It was a gift from my mother. It would seem a vile thing to wear it while working. I always kept it close to me, though. What do you mean, kept? Alice? Sydney, I feel odd. What are you doing, Sydney? I'm not doing that. Sydney, help me. Oh my god. Alice! Holy shit! Oh my god! That's so intense, it's in twelfths. I'm afraid I have only one seat. You can perch on the chest or sit on the bed if that's not too vulgar a suggestion. Don't worry, I'll stand. Do you have any news? You truly are a fine detective, Mr. Emerson. Cannot say I expected a result so soon. I'll retrieve your money. £40, Mr. Emerson. Thank you, Miss Marwood. It was supposed to be 50. Your services have proved helpful beyond expectation. Thank you. Polly? Yes? Do you have any desire to know what happened to your sister? I know what happened, Sydney. My sister was killed by an unknown assailant while working in a dangerous occupation. But wouldn't you like to know why? What difference would it make? I'm sure knowledge the criminal is prevented from harming others would provide some solace. Perhaps. Or some justification for Alice's pointless death. And you could provide this? I would try to the best of my ability. The police are already trying their best to find the killer, this so-called Ripper. The combined force of the Metropolitan Police couldn't find their cocks with both hands. Oh, goddamn, Polly! That's more or less the sentiment I was going for, crudeness aside. Woo! I'm sorry, I picked it up from a cab driver. Then you must remember to drop it before you return home. I'm sure your husband would be most dissatisfied. Perhaps I should stop keeping such poor company. That would make a commendable achievement in this city. Oh man. £100, Mr. Emerson. To be paid on your discovery of the murderer's identity and motive. £100? I wish I could refuse the money. Am I a crook? I shan't be paying in advance this time. That sounds agreeable. I'll be in London for the coming month. Staying at this address and seeing to my sister's matters, as well as my own. Then I shall see you soon. Sydney. Alice's funeral is tomorrow. I would be grateful if you could find time to attend. I would be honored. Honored. 1 p.m. at Kensal Green Cemetery. Right. To the pub or home? Pub or home? Pub or home? To the pub! Do I have all my money with me? Is this a stupid decision? Shove a halfpenny. Wouldn't mind a game, but I don't think my opponent is in any state to play. So it's a game, is it? Come on then, no man's beat me yet. Except Phil. And Frank. And Alberto. But that was foul play. Bloody Diego, black magic. What are we playing then? Alright, so before we answer, we'll cut the episode off here. We're running a little bit over. I got a little bit engrossed in the story. Pretty entertaining game, I'm not gonna lie. So, thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you've had as good a time watching as I've had recording this video. If you like what you've seen, go ahead and hit that like button down there somewhere. And don't forget to subscribe for more Lazy General shenanigans. So thank you once again, and until next time, bye-bye.
Oh my god. Alice! Holy shit! Oh my god!